The fuck was that?
2024 delivered another stellar year for horror fans, with original films, chilling sequels, and prequels dominating screens. From eerie religious horrors and demonic possession to psychological, body, and sci-fi scares, the genre thrived. And yes, even a slasher found its way into holiday cheer. Here are the best horror movies of 2024 you don't want to miss. Number 11. Heretic. Scott Beck and Brian Woods are the directors of the psychological horror film Heretic, which was released by AI24. Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton, two young missionaries, visit an enigmatic man named Mr. Reed, Hugh Grant, to discuss faith in this story. It appears to be a typical conversation at first, but things soon take a sinister turn. The women are imprisoned in Mr. Reed's house and subjected to horrifying tasks that challenge all of their beliefs. Chloe East's ferocious yet sensitive performance steals the show, and Grant's scary magnetism is the main attraction. The film's eerie images, which were shot by Chung Hoon Chung, who is best known for Old Boy, ensnare viewers in Reed's sinister, convoluted world with a sense of claustrophobia. Number 10. Exuma. A Korean Shudder exclusive, Exuma explores mystery and the paranormal in great detail. The story revolves around an affluent family hiring a shaman and her apprentice to look into the odd ailment of their newborn boy. They learn that the infant has a serious curse, one from the ghost of a vindictive ancestor. They work with a Funu master and a mortician to exhume and move the ancestor's tomb in order to break the curse. But the excavation has terrible repercussions and reveals long-held supernatural and historical truths. Exuma tells a complex, compelling story with incisive storytelling and lots of horrors, because it takes place in 3 separate nations and timelines. Fans are left wanting more because it stands out as one of the greatest horror movies in recent memory. Number 9. Alien Romulus.
Are you sure you want to do this?
What the hell is this?
The renowned sci-fi horror series is returned to its horrific origins in Alien Romulus. Its violent gore, powerful scares, and powerful ending are receiving praise from both critics and fans. The narrative centers on a group of teenage space colonists who are attempting to flee their depressing existence at the hands of the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. Rain Carradine and her android brother Andy are on a foraging expedition to a deserted space station when they unintentionally run with xenomorphs, which proves to be fatal. The struggle for survival that ensues is both compelling and horrifying. The picture, which was directed by Fede Alvarez, captures the essence of the original Alien by fusing breathtaking graphics with atmospheric dread. Number 8. The First Omen.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Who said that?
A prequel to the 1976 horror masterpiece. The Omen is called The First Omen. It centers on a young American woman who is sent to Rome to serve the church, but instead encounters a dark side that causes her faith to falter. Her investigation reveals a horrifying plot to bring evil into the earth. The movie explores the hypocrisy of organized religion while capturing that 70s feel with eerie sequences and unexpected scares. Some even claim that it's the best movie since the first one. Although Immaculate, another movie released this year, has a similar concept, I believe The First Omen is better created. Number 7. Terrifier 3.
We both know this isn't over.
The slasher genre is given a Christmas twist in Terrifier 3, which has Damien Leone returning to the director's chair and Art the Clown spreading his distinctive brand of bloody pandemonium throughout the film. Art is wearing a Santa costume this time, which makes his savage acts even more unnerving than they always were. In the same vein as the films that came before it, this one places a particular emphasis on jaw-dropping realistic effects and stunning kills, particularly in his dealings with victims who are oblivious to his acts. Art's insane behavior, which is characterized by silence, is both horrifying and darkly humorous. If you are a fan of intense horror that features gore that is out of this world and imaginative killings, then Terrifier 3 is a film that you should not miss out on. Number 6. Late Night with the Devil.
Subject of the book, Conversations with the Devil.
Now, here's Mr. Midnight
Jack.
Among 2024's most inventive horror films is Late Night with the Devil. It centers on Jack Delroy, a talk show host who is about to lose his job and is set on Halloween night in 1977. Jack asks a parapsychic and her subject, Lily, a satanic cult survivor, to perform live in a last-ditch effort to preserve his program. During the broadcast, he intends to make contact with the demon inside Lily, but when she begins to levitate, her head splits open and fire breaks out. Everything goes horribly wrong and the studio is plunged into deadly mayhem. If contemporary horror seems cliched, this one is an exception. Number 5. Oddity.
Always believed there's nothing that can't be explained. Could you open the door?
Not only is Oddity one of the most terrifying movies of 2024, but it also features a combination of psychological tension and atmospheric terror. A terrible encounter that takes place in Danny's rural Irish home leads to her untimely death, which serves as the story's focal point. After a year has passed, her widower, Ted, and his new girlfriend, Jana, are living in the same house. They are entirely oblivious to the evil spirits that are still prowling around. However, when Darcy, Danny's sister, who is a blind medium, comes, the situation takes a more sinister turn. Using her powers, Darcy starts to piece together the mysterious happenings that occurred on that fateful night. A haunting experience is provided by Oddity, which is characterized by its gloomy atmosphere and gradual buildup of tension. Number 4. Nosferatu.
Come to me. What we do.
By combining gothic horror with a contemporary twist, Nosferatu offers a new perspective on the silent masterpiece that was released in 1922. The plot of the narrative takes place in Germany in the year 1838 and follows Thomas Hutter, a real estate agent who goes to Transylvania in order to assist the enigmatic Count Orlok in purchasing a house in Wiesbaden. As the character of Count Orlok, Bill Skarsgård is the one who steals the show, delivering a performance that is both repulsive and captivating in equal measure. The performance of Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hutter is outstanding, as she successfully captures the uncanny battle against the vampire's ominous control. The remaining members of the cast include Nicholas Hoult and Willem Dafoe, with Dafoe standing out as a no-nonsense occultist who is desperate to put an end to the ancient corruption. The reviewers have described it as gorgeous and horrifyingly brilliant, and it contains a great deal of unnerving moments that will keep you on edge. Nosferatu is without a doubt one of the best horror films of the year, due to the fact that it features a spooky atmosphere, a dark sense of humor, and outstanding performances. Number 3. Longlegs.
I know you're not afraid of a little bit of dark.
Longlegs is a horror movie that is considered to be among the best of the year. Micah Monroe plays the role of FBI agent Lee Harker, who is dispatched to a tiny hamlet to investigate a string of grisly murders. The plot follows Harker as he investigates the crimes. At each and every crime scene, the killer, who is known as Longlegs, has left a note that is encrypted. The film Longlegs, which was directed by Osgood Perkins, is a film that flawlessly captures the spirit of the 1990s with its dull, boxy visuals and slow-burning tension that puts you on edge. A tremendously crazy performance is delivered by Nicolas Cage in his role as the ominous serial killer who is involved in dark mystical rituals. The outlandish prosthetics, the stringy wig, and the unbridled energy that just works are all qualities that he possesses. Number 2. The Substance. For me, The Substance is without a doubt one of the best horror movies I've seen in 2024. It is a body horror picture that stands out from the rest. Both Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley are featured in the film. Moore plays the role of a former Hollywood star whose career is on the decline, which leads her to consider undergoing a radical medical treatment known as The Substance. In spite of the fact that it claims to restore her youth and beauty, she was completely unprepared for the horrible adverse effects that it would cause. Moore gives a performance that is so impressive that many people are referring to it as her best work to date. Using a combination of biting humor, breathtaking cinematography, and gripping terror, director Coralie Fargeet creates a film that is exceptional. When you watch this movie, you will find that it stays with you for a long time, giving you a lot of things to think about when it is over. Number 1. Smile to...
You are in the middle of a big world tour.
You witnessed a death.
Now it's latched onto
The horror film Smile 2 is one of the most successful films of the year. In this film, which was directed by Parker Finn, Naomi Scott plays the role of pop diva Sky Riley, who is plagued by the dangerous grin curse while she is on tour throughout the world. The curse finds a new victim in Sky, and it uses her prominence to spread its terror even further. The second film picks up where the first film left off. The portrayal that Naomi Scott offers is spine-chilling, and it draws you into the head of Sky as she unravels. Throughout its whole, the movie is filled with jaw-dropping effects, unrelenting tension, and terrifying scares that never let up. As the curse spreads to her enormous audience, fans like the novel twist of having a celebrity protagonist, which lends an entirely new degree of fear to the story. If you thought the previous movie was terrible, Smile 2 will make you feel even more terrified and will leave you with a sense of hopelessness that the curse has left you with all over again.